All right. I think this is going. Let's see. Is everything good? Wait, is it showing me it's not? We'll find out. Hello. How you guys doing? No, yeah, it's still looking good. Sundays are hit or miss. How is it going today, everybody? Good, good, good. Happy Sunday. This is the last Joshua Tree live stream on a Sunday. Sunday lives. So, yeah. So, for those of you who have been with me through the whole Joshua Tree experience, thank you. And next chapter starting. So, hopefully, next week when we do this, we will be in the new old place in LA, and there will be working internet. Look at all these things we cross our fingers for. Hi. Okay, so, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Just another little heads up. The Life Through Chaos show is opening on Friday, January 16th. But the opening reception, Gala, yeah, is Saturday from 5 to 7. And I will be, I don't know why they did it like this, but they wanted me to give a presentation on the work. And they scheduled that for 4:30. But the show thing doesn't start until 5. I don't know. I think the gallery is open at noon or 11 on that day. So if you want to look at the stuff before the soiree portion of the evening, you can. But soiree probably is not the right word. It's probably one of those other words I've said. Oh, and then just for those of you keeping track on the what I'm reading and stuff, let's look at these real quick. So the War of Art I've been reading, and it's very good. It has a lot of really positive things to take from it. But what I will say is this book is one that comes from a place of fear and lack, if that makes sense. Like everything that it's telling you to do, it tells it to you in a way of like you're scared and that's why you're failing. So you have to do this. And that's fine because some people really resonate with terror. So if you are someone who does really well when somebody is like scaring the crap out of you, like if when you were a kid, okay, let's look at it like this. When you were a kid, if your parents said, hey, it's Sunday, clean your room, and then you'll have a week of a really clean room, and things will go great. You're like, oh, that's awesome. I'll clean my room then. But if that is not the way your parents got you to clean your room, and they had to say, if you don't clean your room, I'm going to throw your TV away, take your door off the hinges, and you'll be grounded for a month. If that motivates you a lot more, then The War of Art is a very good book for you. Yeah, I think that's a good, healthy way to talk about that. And I did finish Ninth Street Women. And this book was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's just very dense with information. A lot of really interesting stuff. A lot of stuff that I thought I knew was kind of turned on its head a little bit. But I think out of everyone in the book, I have a much stronger appreciation for Lee Krasner now than I ever did. And also Joan Mitchell. Yeah, I would say that. But the book is very in depth. It's very intense, especially when it's talking about all of the things going on in the world while these women were trying to like carve out a place in a very male dominated world, and the whole thing. But the thing with the book that I think was a little troubling for me was there were times when I thought I was rereading a part of the book because like each section of the book will be like a 5-year period or a 3-year period or something like that. And there'll be a chapter focusing on like Helen Frankenthaler or something. And you're reading that and it's going over a period of time. And then when it goes to Grace Hardigan or something, it like a couple chapters later, it starts going back over some of the stuff that you've already read about, and some of the people that have already been introduced, but it's almost like they're being introduced again because it's with a different person. So there were quite a few times when in reading this where I thought I had already been through this and I had to stop and I was like taken out of the book trying to figure out like where the fuck I was and shit. So that was kind of annoying. And then it kind of turned into the book that never ends. Like you keep thinking like, okay, now get to the end of their lives. Like, yeah, let's do this. And it just kind of goes on and on and on and on and on. Not that it's boring. It's never boring. It's just, I don't know. I think it could have used some tightening up, but that's just me. But other than that, it was a very, very good book, especially if you're interested in abstract expressionism or the New York School, or even like post World War II information, like history and stuff like that. So highly recommend. And again, if you like having the shit scared out of you, The War of Art is a very good book. So, what else were we going to do today? Oh, yes. We were talking about, nope, I did it again. Brittany. So Life Through Chaos. Oh, no, it's not. It's less than a week. It's this Saturday. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah. So this week's going to be crazy, guys. Moving out of Joshua Tree, moving into LA, and then having the show in basically Joshua Tree. It's in Yucca Valley. It's when you're coming up the 62 off the 10, as most of you will if you're coming out to this thing. Yucca Valley is before Joshua Tree. So if you see McDonald's and you see Walmart, you went too far. Let's just say it like that. Let's just call it like it is. It's kind of, I think it's right before Old Town Yucca, which is a cool little strip. But yeah, no, it'll be right on the right hand side, a little sign that says HDA. And we are going to look now at my website because there have been some changes on the website because of the show. So, is this the right button? It is. Look at me clicking the right buttons. So if you go to my website, like when you first get there, it's going to look very similar. But when you start looking at like the collections and stuff like that, things are going to look a little different. There's a lot of things that were there that aren't there. So let's take a gander. So if you go to like the Mad World paintings, there's not many. There's just those ones there. Okay. If you go to the Black Sand paintings, there's only 3 instead of 6. So the reason for all this, let me make sure we're looking at the same thing here. Yeah, okay, we're looking at the same thing here. Is because if you go to the, no, here we go. If you go to the High Desert Artists website, the paintings that used to be on my website are now for sale on their website. I don't think they're for sale on the website. I think you still have to go in, but I don't know, maybe you can purchase off the website. Oh wait, yeah, you can. There's a shopping cart up there. So you'll also notice that there's a bunch of paintings on here that have never been up on my website. So like art, Second in San Pedro, masculinity, separation anxiety, those weren't on there. And then we have the attention paintings, and they've screwed this up, and I already told them about it, and they still haven't fixed it. But so the attention paintings are the paintings I did that are like abstract pieces with a cell phone size black rectangle on them. And the press release does a very good job of explaining this and talking a bit about it. I should probably be able to talk a little bit about it better than that. But yeah, it's basically a lot of people, especially in the art community, complain that people don't really look at paintings anymore, and or art or whatever, and they just look at things on their phone. And if you go to a museum or you go to a gallery, people don't spend as much time with the works as they do taking their phone out, taking a picture of it, or taking a selfie with it, and then moving on to the next piece. And especially with doing Black Star and knowing that I had to kind of dumb down the script because they were worried that the show would be too hard to follow while people are scrolling on their phones. Just the whole idea of like our attention is always on the little black rectangles that we hold in our hand, as opposed to all the things around us. So the idea with these is, if I put a little black rectangle on it, will people give their attention to the paintings? And then in talking about it, the whole thing is that people now, when they look at these paintings, all they see are the black rectangles. They don't look at the paintings at all. It's just like, oh, There's the black rectangle. There's the black rectangle. There's the black rectangle. And it's just kind of funny. So if you look down here, attention 6 and attention 7, they're the same painting. There was a different picture that they were supposed to put on attention 6, but they haven't done that. So whatever, it's fine. If you want to see attention 6, you should come to the show. But yeah, so these paintings I haven't posted them online. I haven't really done anything. I think when I painted them, I showed a couple of them to you guys on a live stream. But yeah, so the rectangles are all the same size. It's just the paintings are different sizes. So that's why some of them look like, why is the rectangle huge? And then on other ones, like, why is it small? Another little series I did was the Red Stripe series. So these ones have never been on my site either, but very simple. Red Stripe 1, 2, and 3. I think I was doing Red Stripe 2 on stream with you guys. I think, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember. And then the Forest Through the Trees paintings are there. Not all of them, but some of them. And then we have the Trees Through the Forest paintings, which are basically the Forest Through the Trees paintings. So just the next version of those are there. And then and again, none of these have been on my website. These are all new just for the show. And then my Joshua Tree paintings. So Joshua Tree at Dusk, Joshua Tree Sunset, Rabbit, and Joshua Tree Sand. And technically Lost, because Lost was a canvas I found near a dumpster that was a giant picture of Joshua Tree. And then I painted over it. And then there's paintings like Ex-Girlfriend and It's Hot. I didn't see It's Hot on here. Is it on here? Yeah, right there. Those are the only ones that were prior to like the last 16 months. Everything else in this show I painted from like November 24 through the end of 25. And but Ex-Girlfriend and It's Hot were painted in 23, 22 or 23. And then what else do we have here? Oh, and then we have the 2 seasons paintings, winter and autumn, that I did while I was here as well. There are a few other paintings that are going to be in the show that are not for sale. So those will be on display too. The rest of the black sand paintings, the Slee painting from the Mad World thing, and then just a couple others that I really wanted to have in the show. So if you go to hi, like HI, let's go back up to this thing, hi-desertartists.com. That's where you can find out more about the show and take a look at the wares that are going to be available in the gallery. But yeah, so that is that. Oh, and then I also, for those of you who are into like zines and chapbooks and things of that nature, if you guys remember a couple years ago, I spoke at the Bombay Beach Lit Fest. And that was a lot of fun. And some of you guys came out. Some of you came from very far to come to that event. But this year they've changed it, and it's called the High Desert Lo-Fi Lit Fest. And the date for that event is March 20th through the 22nd. And I will be giving a zine making workshop at that event. So that will be a lot of fun. Those are always fun to do. And obviously, I'll give you more information as I get that. I just got the hard dates yesterday. So yay. So let's see what's going on over here. Where is my, what do you call this? I don't know. The thing that I have to click on to change pages and all this other stuff. Okay, that's the start screen. That's me. And then this one here. Yeah, there it is. Life Through Chaos. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't say the address on that. And then you can't even tell, but that's Black Sand 4 underneath the words. I think they just used that because that was one of the few square paintings I sent them. But yeah. So it'll be loads of fun. I'm kind of stressing out a little bit. I have to go to the gallery tomorrow, and then I'm going to find out when I can start putting my things into the show, into the gallery room. And I got to hang all these things and just set the room up nice. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of like moving that has to happen over this next week, and I think they're going to give me 2 days. I'm crossing my fingers for 3 to get in the gallery and hang the pictures and put up the little plaques or whatever they're called, and then do the I don't know, where you put the words on the wall and peel it back so it looks all nice. All of that shizzle. But I have like 4 different ideas of how I want this room to look. And the first idea I had, they shot down and told me I couldn't do that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, we're going to try to make this look as fun as we can. Oh, I should probably, let me see if I could real time some stuff for you guys here. I should put this up, and I should have already done it. So here we go. Let me see if I can do this in real time. Okay, so that is in that folder. So if I come over to here and add this, I don't know if this is how this works. Oh no, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, well, it's okay. We'll do it in another stream here. But yeah, so if you follow me on Instagram, I posted it. So, but there was a write-up in the newspaper about the show coming, and very excited about that because they have the press release and stuff in it. So it's very cool. That made me happy. Why is this open? Let's close that. Oh, and let's close that. Oh, that's lots of things are open. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a bunny outside. Yeah, so I probably won't be seeing many more bunnies after this week for a little bit. But there are skunks, there are coyotes, there are stray cats and dogs and rats and squirrels. So in LA. So I'll see all those. So that'll be fun. That'll be fine. But let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That makes sense. Okay. So, anyhow, that's what's going on. I'm very excited about the show. I'm stressed out, like kind of beyond belief about it. There's a lot to do. I haven't done nearly the amount of promotion I've wanted to do. And moving things into the LA place is kind of hard. For those of you who don't know, Joshua Tree is about 2.5 hours from LA on a good day. So getting back and forth from there is very tricky, especially when there's a bunch of other things that are happening that you have to take care of and do. So I'm just, it's a lot right now. And why do they only have Black Sand 2? And they have Black Sand 5, it says, but that's Black Sand 4. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I don't know. You know, their media stuff, it is what it is. We'll fix all this stuff. But yeah, so at the show, it'll be a lot better. It's probably because a lot of these paintings don't have titles, and so they're like, it gets confusing when there's so many. I get it. But anywho, yeah, that's what's going on with me this week, guys. Oh, journaling. We were going to talk about journaling. Let's talk about journaling. So, I'm not a huge journaler because, like, I'll just like write a poem about something that I'm thinking about or something like that. But I don't do the like today, blah, 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 blah. But in the mentorship group I'm in, one of the things that it seems like a lot of people do, and what our mentor is like pushing us to do, is to keep a journal, keep many different journals actually, to like write down like things that are happening, work out ideas, and just have some sort of record about the things that you're doing. And I know this is important to do. So I've been like doing little like things that I want to draw, different shapes, different ideas, stuff that I want to use in paintings and things like that. Let me see here. What was one that I was like, oh yeah, so like this thing here. These are just like rough sketch ideas. So it's not like me showing them to you. You're like, oh, I understand this. Or I care, you know, like I get it. Oh yeah. And then just like little things, just doodling stuff. But I started writing actual thoughts down of things, like inside the things that I'm drawing. I hate when Siri thinks I'm talking to Siri. I'm not. I'm not talking to you. So this has been kind of cool. It's been very meditative when I do it. And it's almost the same, like not otherworldliness, but like other whatever that I get when I am writing or painting. So that's been nice to just be able to get that feeling inside, that calm, like at any moment, just by picking up a pen and doing stuff. But then I put my favorite marker in my bag and the lid came off of it and it's all dried out now. So I'm very hurt by that. And it's so dry out here, even when it's cold, that and even when it's raining, it's dry out here. Markers will dry up faster than anything. So I need to get another mag, so I can make those big wide marks. But I have been also putting together the thoughts and ideas for what the new series is going to be. Because, like, for the most part, I haven't, besides that book, I haven't created anything this year. And I'm really looking forward to, I guess it would be next Monday, when, a week from Monday, when I start my new practice and really getting into it. So I'm very, very, very much looking forward to doing that kind of stuff. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like some of these paintings, like I've had in my head for months. And so I'm just very much looking forward to doing stuff because I'm going to be trying out something I've never done before. And I know every time you try something out you never done before, like there's going to be a learning curve. So I don't think like it's going to be like a Picasso out of the gate or anything like that. But I'm just excited to play. That's where all the fun stuff happens. All right. Well, wish me luck. I hope to see you guys at the show. Boom, the show. And if you are going to be in the area, and when I say in the area, I just mean Southern California, because if you're in Southern California, you should still come. Let me know if you're going to be at the opening. Again, it does run through February 15th. So if you are planning any kind of trips out this way over the next month, definitely swing by and take a look at it. And if you guys can, run over to high-desertartist.com and take a look at the pieces that are going to be on display and for sale. Actually, the ones that are on view, they don't have on their site. So that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, so it's going to be really cool because a lot of these have never been seen before other than by me or if I accidentally show them on a stream. So this will be a lot of fun to do. I'm very excited, guys. I'm a pig in shit over here. So anyway, yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.